Hi, I'm Jake with Benelli. I've got lead gunsmith Ethan here, and today we're going to show you how to clean and lubricate a Super Black Eagle 3. All right, Ethan, so most of our guys hunt all season long with their Super Black Eagle 3s. At the end of season, how do they clean and lubricate this?
Sure, Jake. So what we'll do, first thing, pull it out of the case, always open the bolt, inspect it, make sure it's not loaded, and then we can go from there.
Of course.
So we're gonna go ahead and remove the magazine cap. And these are made to abuse. Guys really run these hard. Lots of times they may not get wiped down. This one in particular, You really don't have to. It has the best finish. It's not going to rust.
Yeah, we're hard on our guns.
Exactly. And that's what these are made for. The receiver's aluminum. That's not gonna rust. But at the end of the season, it's a good idea. Take the barrel off. We'll take the bolts out, look at a couple lubrication points, and wipe out the bore.
Okay.
So there it is, basically broken down. You'll want to remove the choke tube, which in this case we have an extended choke, and I can unscrew it by hand. Others may be a little tight, or the flush mount chokes, you can't get to them. You'll want to use the wrench that's in the accessory case in the box. This choke, we'll notice, is treated with the best finish, so it won't rust. But you do want to be concerned about the threads in the barrel.
Okay.
So we'll take the choke out, wipe it free of any debris or buildup, and apply a few drops of choke tube lube.
So just a little bit there on the threads.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Before reinstalling the choke, it's a good idea to wipe out the bore. Benelli bores are chrome lined, so they're very easy to maintain. And in most cases, a simple bore mop, a little bit of oil on the front of it, dry in the back, a few swipes through, and it'll be fine. If you've been shooting slugs, you might get some lead buildup. You have to scrub out a little bit of elbow grease with a brush. But in this case, a bore mop will be fine. From there, we can reinstall our choke tube. And it's okay to leave this out. I mean, if you're putting the gun away for the year, you can leave the choke out.
Okay. And just hand tight there, or are you using a wrench?
I go hand tight. You can use a wrench to get it that last little bit, but I go hand tight on extended chokes. A flush choke, I would use the wrench.
Okay.
And from there, the bolt will simply slide out of the front of the receiver. And for an inertia-operated Benelli, that's basically it.
That's it.
It's very simple. Short of dropping the gun underwater, this is what you're going to have to do, and that'll cover 95% of your buildup and grime, because where it's inertia-operated, none of that is blown back into the action. It's all expelled from the muzzle.
Usually on mine, this is where I'm seeing feathers, bits of cattail, dried mud, things like that.
Exactly. And before you lubricate, really, compressed air is great for cleaning. If you get any kind of buildup in these notches down here, you can use a brush, like a nylon bristle brush.
Okay.
Brush out these notches. But in this area, compressed air is excellent. In the receiver, compressed air, blow out any kind of buildup or debris that may have made it in there.
Okay.
But there really shouldn't be a lot. I mean, you'll have some, but it shouldn't be bad.
So for most guys, this is as far as we need to break down and regular maintenance and cleaning.
Short of dropping it underwater, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now where am I applying oil on this?
Sure. So let's say we've blown off any kind of debris, any kind of feathers and buildup. We'll take a light synthetic oil and apply it just to the bolt rails.
Okay. And that's just a very light amount.
Yep, just a light amount.
So if I put too much oil on that, what's going to happen?
Too much oil will build up feathers, dirt, grime, unburnt powder.
Okay.
Once all of that starts to build up and congeal, then they can cause issues. So you don't want to over oil it. Another area would be the bolt locking head.
Okay.
Pin, which is here. It cams in this channel.
Just right in there.
Yeah, so you have some steel to steel contact. Lubricate that.
So really right here is as far as most people need to go.
So that's correct. That little bit of maintenance, cleaning, oiling, you're setting yourself up for a lot of seasons of success.
Awesome. That's more than I've cleaned my gun in the last 3 seasons.